What's going on, everyone? It's time to talk about one of my favorite films, uh, sci-fi fantasy films, and I like the sequel better than the original, so I'm going to start with it, and that's Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. Yeah, it was released by Universal, July 11th, 2008. It was produced by Mike Mignola and is written and directed by Guillermo del Toro. Now, if you're not familiar with him, he's done quite a few films like Pan's Labyrinth, uh, The Shape of Water, Crimson Peak, the original, the first Hellboy, and a whole pile of other things. He's quite the producer and stuff now, quite the monster maker. So, yeah. And this had a box office earnings of $168.3 million, which I think it was a moderate success when it came out, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, so Hellboy is a demon from hell who gets sent to Earth to help with the paranormal, and yeah, he kind of helps out the good guy, like humans and stuff, to help avenge, um, help like defend them against like the evil elves and stuff. So in this, the Golden Army is an army summoned by an elven king who is trying to rule the world and stuff. And yeah, so it's up to Hellboy and his paranormal pals to fight off all the paranormal beings that they summon and try to help Earth and keep Earth like well together. So yeah, yeah, it's an alright. It's a pretty good film. I love the visuals in this film. The special effects are absolutely well done. There's a lot of good puppetry and practical effects in this. It's very colorful and everything like that, like everything of Guillermo del Toro. And it's definitely, if you're like a creature feature fan, you'll definitely enjoy looking at the monsters in this and stuff. A lot of them have a lot of screen time and stuff. And you really learn about Hellboy as a character, him having more human emotions and stuff like that, to like his pals and the humans that he's working with. And yeah, and just like the fight scenes and everything, all the monsters and everything are so well done. And even like with the CGI enhancements to the monsters and stuff, it doesn't look that dated for the most part. There's a couple scenes where the CG looks a little dated now, but it's still a fun time. I really enjoyed this when it came out, and I still love it to this day. It's one of the movies I always like go back and check out and stuff. The one thing that I absolutely find annoying with this film, though, is the side characters don't have very much presence in it. The story arcs are all a little odd. Like, though his like girlfriend is supposed to be pregnant, but they kind of just brush it off, and nothing really comes of it. And she kind of just seems to tag along for it. There's nothing, no real substance for her to fully be there, and that. And then there's the blue water guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's he was a significant part in the first one, but in this one, he's still like the minds the one of the smarter ones and stuff of the group, and but he's there just to tag along, just to be plot points and stuff to you. But yeah, besides um those characteristics and stuff of the side characters not being very much present in what to help propel the story, it's still a fun time. Also, the villains, I like the fact that they try to do like a twin, like the twin sort of feels the other twin's pain sort of deal, even though it kind of gets jumbled up in the mess. But yeah, it's cool, like where the one queen gets a slit on her cheek, or no, the her brother gets a cut on her cheek and she gets it on the same cheek and stuff. And they really try to emulate that and use that as a good point. It's a good reason not to kill the bad guy, but it's definitely interesting to see how they try to get around that and accomplish the final goal in the film. The visuals and stuff, I can't stop saying this, but they are fantastic. You definitely have to check it out if you're like a visual effects, like if you like a lot of practical effects and good visuals and stuff. This is definitely one of the more colorful and well thought out um, visual effects pieces and stuff are in this film. I absolutely love that about this movie. And besides, like, I could ignore the fact that like the characters aren't all well fleshed out and stuff in this one, but it's just really good. So you definitely got to check it out, especially if you've only seen the first one. Definitely check out the second one. I think the second one's actually better. So I'm gonna give Hellboy 2: The Golden Army a 4.5 out of 5. One of my favorite movies. Definitely a fun time, and it's 1,000 times better than the awful reboot that they put out a couple years ago, which I'll probably talk about in the future, anyways. But this one, hands down, one of the best sci-fi fantasy movies I've seen, especially from the early 2000s. So, yeah, there's a show link down below if you forgot that it existed, or if you just want to see what I'm talking about, it's linked down below. So check that out. Also, you can check out my Instagram that's linked down below, where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I usually have the film title and a hashtag, and the subgenre of the film and a hashtag, so you're aware of it. Or you can follow my Letterbox. I'll link that down below too. Yeah, that's where I put my first star rating right after watching the film on there too. So if you want to stay in the loop, follow me on one of those. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on it. Yeah, make sure you like this video, share it, and yeah. Also, if you have any films you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. So yeah, hopefully Elven King doesn't summon any creatures anytime soon, especially during this crappy times. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. Also, make sure you subscribe, because I got a lot of good stuff coming up, a lot of good films to check out. So yeah, hopefully we can find something cool together. Make sure you subscribe, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. So cheers.